Welcome to Video Lecture 3, Recommended Policies. In this section, you will find introductions to the recommended HR policy topics you will see on the upcoming slides. These introductions will give you things to think about when developing a policy on each topic. You will also find links to samples of each topic on each slide. So let's get started by reviewing the recommended policies for your employee handbook. Jury duty policy. A jury duty policy is a policy that allows employees time off for jury duty. And upon receipt of a jury duty summons, the staff must provide a supervisor with a copy of the document requesting the summons and also arrange for the necessary scheduled time off with pay. The military leave policy permits employees to take a military leave of absence for training, drills, reserve duty, etc. It goes on to outline that the employee's employment rights will be preserved while the employee is on military leave. The leave policy should discuss reinstatement once the leave is over, whether the employee can come back to their old position or be put in a comparable position. Your company will also need to decide, is the leave going to be granted to all employees or just limited to full-time employees? Personal leave of absence policy. A personal leave may be given at the discretion of the employer. It is an unpaid leave of absence available to full-time employees and is usually intended to assist those employees who have injuries and/or illnesses that do not qualify for family medical leave. Most companies require that Human Resources approve personal leaves of absences. Most companies also require that employees have 1 year of service to qualify for personal leave. Leave for parental involvement in schools. It is the belief that parental involvement is an essential component of school success and positive student outcomes. Therefore, employers are urged to give 4 hours per year leave to any employee who is a parent, guardian, or person standing in loco parentis of a school-age child so that the employee may attend or otherwise be involved at that child's school. Time off for voting policy. If time away from work is necessary to vote in any election, whether it be municipal, state, or federal, most companies will allow staff time away from work to vote. But staff must use accrued vacation time for this time away for it to be considered a paid absence. This time off must be approved in advance by the individual supervisor. Vacation policy. Most companies state that staff employed in regular positions who work at least 20 hours per week and are employed on a 12-month basis accrue vacation from the first day of employment. Vacation accrual rates increase based on the length of service. Staff who work an abbreviated work schedule of at least 20 hours per week will earn vacation on a prorated basis. Holiday policy. Usually staff working at least 20 hours per week are eligible for holiday pay. Your designated holidays will differ depending on the type of company you work for. Workers' compensation policy. The North Carolina Workers' Compensation Act governs the medical treatment and wage replacement benefits provided to employees who are injured as a result of a work-related accident or occupational illness. Any work-related injury or illness must be immediately reported to a staff member's supervisor. Performance appraisal policy. The performance appraisal is a written evaluation of the employee's job performance. Information derived from the performance appraisal may be considered when decisions concerning training, promotion, demotion, increases, or continued employment are made. The principal purpose of reviews are to encourage staff development and to strengthen the department's effectiveness. Access to personnel files. Staff may review department personnel files by scheduling an appointment with their supervisor. The supervisor must be in attendance during the file review, and the file is to be viewed only within the office in which it is kept. Human Resources maintains a copy of individual staff personnel files. This file contains all correspondence regarding an individual's employment. Upon request, these files are available for review by current staff. Staff should contact Human Resources to schedule an appointment to view the files. Your company will determine whether you are a smoke-free work environment or not. If you are, your policy should include that you are a smoke-free organization and state where, if any, places are designated smoking areas. If your company chooses to have an alcohol and substance abuse policy, it should state that you are a drug-free workplace. It should also state that the company prohibits the unauthorized use, possession, storage, manufacture, distribution, dispensation, and sale of alcohol both on the premises and during any business conducted on the property. It should also state the unauthorized use or possession of controlled substances and the use or possession of illegal drugs is prohibited on company property. Corrective action protocols. Corrective action protocols have been designed to identify and correct problems or behaviors that affect the work performance of staff. The proper steps for corrective action must be handled consistently within and across each department or unit and for each problem. In most cases, supervisors should develop a performance improvement plan to help staff identify and improve performance problems. Below, there is a Workplace Expectations and Guidelines PDF document that's attached that lists some suggested corrective action steps to take for failure to meet expectations. Acknowledgement of receipt. You should always have an employee acknowledgement of receipt form in your handbook. Whenever you distribute the employee handbook, have the employee sign the form and put a copy in their personnel file. By having the employee sign acknowledging receipt, the employee understands the policies and it holds them accountable to the company policies. Break period policy. Break periods are not required by the Fair Labor Standards Act. However, as operational requirements permit and working conditions warrant, a 15-minute paid break is encouraged during any work period of 4 consecutive hours. That concludes Lecture 3 on recommended policies. Now we will move on to Lecture 4, where we will discuss some optional policies for your employee handbook.